Hello, all you crypto aficionados, and we got some news. Let's start with Fed. Waller, one of the Fed governors, but not the head honcho, had something to say about what the Fed is going to do. And this could foreshadow what the mighty Jerome Powell is going to say tomorrow. What he said could actually be interpreted as bullish. That's right. Why? Because he said more or less that the Fed seems to be about done raising interest rates. So July's rise in interest rates could actually be the last one unless inflation rears its head again, and then he will pwn the American people until we beg for mercy, and then he won't give us mercy. But either way, if things hold as they are right now, the Fed should stop raising interest rates. That means no increase in September or November, and that is fairly bullish. But he also said something very, very bearish, and he said we won't really consider really lowering interest rates until we're deep into next year. So if you're hoping that 10-year bond or the 2-year bond comes down, so crypto becomes more competitive with the bond market, that's also not going to happen. So is that bearish or bullish? I don't know, but it seems like the market thought it was bearish, so the market dumped 500 points. However, there is also an options expiry on Friday, so that might have something to do with it as well. And it seems like people are saying that we need to be above $27,000 by August 25th, or we'll go down. Now, I don't really know if I believe that or not. Those signals have always been wrong before. But the Fed's words, I don't take them to be completely bearish like the market did. I think they're actually rather bullish because the first step is to stop hiking the interest rates. Like, not doing QE is one thing, but just stopping QT is another thing altogether. And I see that as a fairly bullish move by the Fed. So I really like what they're doing. I really like the fact that they finally stopped hiking interest rates. Inflation is coming down. Yes, I know some of you are worried about the gas prices. They suck. I agree with you on that one. But I don't think it'll actually affect inflation all that much. They've gone up about like maybe 5-10% since last month, and they're still within the range that we've always been in the last 2 years. So I still think it's fairly bullish what we've done in terms of like what the Fed guy said. Coinbase has started delisting coins, but I don't actually think that is a bad thing generally, because I don't think this is a precursor to them delisting, important coins. So they've delisted a bunch of coins that really don't matter anymore. And they've delisted 6 coins. The coins are Barnbridge, Bond, Deriva DAO, DDX, Jupiter, Multichain, OKE, and Voyager. Now, Multichain got hacked and destroyed and committed seppuku, so it died. So it's no surprise that they removed a disgraced coin. Voyager's been dead for a while, so no one really cares about Voyager. I think the people are already starting to get their money back from Voyager. As for the other 4, I've never even heard of them, so they're not really all that significant in terms of crypto. So I think they basically removed these coins. I think they do. I think they have actually removed these coins because they're not significant and the volume doesn't justify their listing. Also, they released these coins. They delisted these coins because they wanted to get rid of Multichain and Voyager because those are disgraced assets, and I don't think they're actually coming back. They probably give people really bad memories of crypto. So some people are saying oh, this is because of the SEC and their enforcement, and they're trying to abide by law, so they're going to delist more coins. I personally don't believe that at all. I think these are just for business reasons. There's no reason to have them on here, so there's no reason for us to be afraid that Coinbase is going to delist more coins. The Ethereum phone has sold out, and that's not good news for Solana. You know why? Because the Solana phone had to slash prices by 40%. That means, yes, people, Ethereum is still superior to Solana in most people's minds because no one actually wanted the Solana phone. Could also be because they charged $1,000 for it, but everyone wants the Ethereum phone. There's massive demand, so much that they actually sold out of the Ethereum phone, whereas the Solana phone, no one actually wanted it. So that gives you kind of like the difference between Ethereum and Solana. People want the Ethereum chain phone. They do not want the Solana phone at all. And I don't really think this has to do with any of like Solana's downtime or anything like that. I think it's just because Ethereum phone has all the money and the TVL. Solana's like DeFi ecosystem has like really taken a hit, and it's nowhere near as big as it used to be, especially without SBF and without like his support. And I think like those two guys who made up like 90% of Solana's TVL also left. So there's nothing really to prop the Solana stuff up. And with kind of like the downturn in its ecosystem and its DeFi, I just don't think people found that much use for the Solana phone. So I think that's why the difference is, Ethereum still has like over 50% of the TVL. So everyone's going to be flocking to there. And yeah, I think the Ethereum phone price might actually go up. It's actually just a Google Pixel phone that's been kind of rebranded and redesigned for Ethereum. Tornado Cash developers are in a lot of trouble. Now, this is a tug of war between them and the United States DOJ and the US government. Of course, they are being charged with aiding and abetting money laundering and tax evasion. But realistically, like the government was always going to go after Tornado Cash. Yes, it's just software, but the people who actually run the protocol, or the developers of it, I think they knew the potential of it, and they kind of developed it for that. So the US government is coming down really hard on them. I don't really like it, but if you're actually preventing the US government from collecting its taxes and aiding in money laundering, especially to places like Russia or like hostile countries, they're definitely going to come after you. And unfortunately, Tornado Cash just got caught in its web. And if you're a developer of such a protocol, you might just be in trouble. But the thing is, like, the feds can't really prove anything. So I'm not really sure, since the feds can't actually prove anything, I'm actually not really sure if they're going to be able to charge these guys with much of anything either. It doesn't really seem like it, honestly, because, like, you still have to prove things, especially in criminal charges, without a shadow of a doubt. And the DOJ's cases against a lot of these crypto companies have been meh at best. So basically, like Russia, North Korea, that's why they're trying to charge them with. But with Tornado Cash, washing with Tornado Cash, it's going to be really, really hard for them to actually prove anything, because it's going to be really hard for them to trace. So I'm not really sure how well the feds are going to fare on that. I hope Tornado Cash actually survives. I think even if they kill the founders, I don't think they can actually kill the protocol. So the thing is, like, the trouble is you can sanction Tornado Cash and charge its founders with any imaginable crime, but that isn't going to shut down the actual smart contract, because this stuff is actually decentralized. Storm and Cinevolve are being charged with facilitating money laundering, or for writing and publishing self-executing code that will continue to function, continue laundering funds, whether they're in jail or not. And that is the trouble with government and decentralization. And that's why the government really doesn't like decentralization, because even if they arrest a lot of people, they can't stop people from actually using it. So they're going to have a bit of trouble with Tornado Cash. Coinbase is also promoting crypto in Canada, and they're talking with companies about promoting crypto. They want Canadian banking giants to promote crypto. Now, there are Canadian laws and regulations, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but the Canadian laws or regulations, as bad as they are, they're better than the United States', so I think they'll actually have more chance to actually expand there. They're in talks with Canadian banking giants, trying to convince them to support the crypto ecosystem in that nation, where the company recently entered as it grapples with regulatory uncertainty in its home country. In an interview with CoinDesk, the director of Coinbase Canada's operations said that he's been having conversations with Canada's Tier 1 banks. So I think a lot of these Tier 1 banks are actually interested in actually coming onto crypto, but they're still unsure of the regulatory status, so they're not really sure about promoting cryptocurrency. They're probably going to get the okay from the government and the feds, and once they do that, I think the floodgates will actually open. So that's kind of like what we have with Coinbase and the lands of Canada right now. And I do think they'll make a lot more leeway there and headway there than the United States. Atomic Wallet might be annihilated by a lawsuit. Now, I don't really know if this is going to bankrupt the company, but they're being sued for over $100 million for crypto hack losses. I think Atomic was recently hacked, And the thing is, plaintiffs in the new class action lawsuit against the hacked crypto wallet Atomic say the firm didn't share any information about the hack with clients and didn't report it to the police. I think it almost looked like an inside job from Atomic Wallet. Maybe they didn't want the feds involved because they didn't really want the feds to really figure out what they were doing. I'm not really sure. There's a group of disgruntled cryptocurrency investors, and they've launched a class action lawsuit against Atomic Wallet, which suffered a major breach and $100 million in losses in June. I'm not really sure if Atomic Wallet can actually handle this. Remember, someone somehow got a handle on the Atomic Wallet. Someone actually got a handle on the Atomic Wallet main server somehow and stole a lot of money. So it does look like there was inside help or an inside job. So dozens of high net worth investors from Russia and the Commonwealth of Independent States are part of the class action lawsuit against Atomic Wallet. The German business media agency BNE reported. The lawsuit is being coordinated by German lawyer Max Gutbrod and Boris Feldman, a co-founder of Moscow Legal Tech and Destra Legal. So Atomic is going to have a hard time defending itself because they did lose all that money. And the thing is, it was an inside breach of one of their central servers. So it looks really bad for them. This is the stuff we actually do need to get past. And they did blame Lazarus for the Atomic wallet hack, but now they're looking at a different culprit. And if the feds investigate, if they find it as an inside job, then it definitely will hurt Atomic's wallet's reputation, their business, and they'll owe a lot of money. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.